tonight at 5 p.m. Doors will open at 4, and seating will be on a first-come, first-served basis. If you don't have tickets for the event, you can watch the event live on FloGrappling starting at 5 p.m. Now let's take a look at the full GP card. And next we have the Grand Prix order of fight. So we're going to start with one of the 5 super fights. We've got Ronaldo Jr. taking on Sebastian Rodriguez.
IBJJF Grand Prix appearance. What does taking part in these events mean to you? This is your IBJJF Grand Prix debut. You have an amazing style for this type of event. You're always really exciting, you're always pushing the pace. So how exciting is it for you to know that you can just leave it all out there for one match?
For me, it's always exciting to be part of this type of event. I like to be on the spotlight. I feel confident with it, and especially with such a good opponent that he likes to push the pace, same as me. I think we're both gonna do a good fight for you guys, and it's gonna be nice.
Sebastian just mentioned he loves to push the pace. We know you love to push the pace. Is it exciting for you knowing you have your opponent who's going to engage with you like that?
Because I like to fight against me. Someone who's going to push the pace, who's going to reach. That's going to be more everything. I have a lot of fighting people like that, so it's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to fight against him tomorrow.
Ronaldo's really technical, really fast, really athletic. He's a really unique opponent. So what was it like preparing for him?
I think the main thing that I was preparing more is, besides the technique and everything, is just to get in the mindset to be confident and be comfortable on like a war, you know. He's a really tough opponent. He's super athletic, super technical, but the main thing is like he likes to war, and like war too. So that's what I'm looking for.
So we also have the Absolute Grand Prix. It's an amazing bracket, 8 incredible athletes. Any predictions for the Grand Prix?
It's a tough one for sure. There's a lot of good athletes over there. But I think the final will be maybe depending on what is it's going to put phase right now as well. So, but of course, all the athletes over there, they will be pushing good, and I'm super excited to watch who's going to win.
How about you, Sebastian? Any predictions for the Absolute Grand Prix?
I like all the athletes competing. Props to all of them. I'm more focused on my fight. I don't want to give no predictions on the other ones, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be tough for them, so I'm just expecting good fights from everybody.
Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Ronaldo. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Next up, we have Tieu and Jackson the Guy. So Yatan, you've had a really great year this year in 2023. You got silver medals at the Pans, Barcelona, you've had amazing results.
see a much better for sure. Meaning all these things, that tournament, the level, the odds, I'm ready for
Jackson, Yatan is a late replacement opponent. So can you talk about Yatan as an opponent? I know you guys had a match at the Worlds. Can you talk about what you expect him to bring to the match?
It doesn't matter who I'm gonna face. I always train hard because I know my style just to go for submission. And my opponent's supposed to be a Jonathan or champ, but he pulled out. And you guys gave me a tough opponent too. Yatan is really good. He's a really good person on the mat and outside. And when we shake hands, we go for the wall, right? We go to kill each other. It doesn't matter who's gonna win. We're gonna put a show on.
Yatan, what do you think about Jackson as an opponent?
Yeah, Jackson, a guy is up for part show. I'm very happy, I'm very excited for fighting him tomorrow. For sure, we want to put 100%. I'm glad for this fight because I give it a big challenge. Like in wrestling, I need to put a lot of kilos right pounds. And for me, it doesn't matter the opponent, it doesn't matter the years or month. I'm ready for our years. It doesn't matter the opponent. Always understand that. I'm trying hard, I pay the price, I look at my game for sure, me and Jackson have a hard fight tomorrow. Jackson has very humble shoe inside and outside. I compare to him, I didn't fight with him the world this year, but for sure tomorrow I'm one of my best, I'm 100%. I put it through.
And this was a short notice fight for you. You accepted this fight yesterday, which is crazy. What does it mean to you to get an opportunity this big on short notice?
Yeah, because this tournament is very opportunity, right? There are a lot of people, everybody would love to catch this. And this for our athletes, I think my opinion is very important for putting the up in jiu-jitsu, for more position for the Miami. And when you guys are projecting, you will send a message from me for sure, 100% I'm going to fight with Jackson because he's near and Jackson don't stop. I put always receiving my game. I love the submission. Always I put this in my game. My focus try submission the guy is like me and Jackson for sure. Tomorrow I improve the show. I'm gonna get the best fighter or fight for sure. Hard fight.
Jackson, we mentioned this is a late replacement opponent. I know you're always going for the submission, but are you making any adjustments, maybe mentally or technically for the time?
No, I never have a game plan when I fight. When I go there, I try to just go there to get tired, make my opponent tired, and who's guys out first gonna lose, right? I never have a plan anything. I think that's why I lost worse too, because I went to compete, like, go hard, and my opponent have a plan to hold me down. I don't care if I lose. The thing for me is always give a show and try to get one more submission.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jackson. Thank you to Tom, and good luck tomorrow night. Next up, we have Jena and Emily Fernandez. So Jena, the first question for you, you've been in the GP quite a few times, you're a veteran, you're undefeated in this format. So what do you think makes the GP such a great event for you and where you've had so much success?
First thing, I feel blessed by God to have the opportunity to be participating in this amazing event. Thank you IBJJF to give me this opportunity. I think make me more motivation to get better and train hard for all the fights you guys gave me. And I think I'm good. I am a good phase now, and yeah.
Emily, your black belt debut was last year at Jiu-Jitsu Con. Your first match was against Jena. So can you talk about that match and what you remember about it?
I think it's a really full circle moment for me. I've been a black belt for about a year now, so fighting Jena again, I think is going to show how much I've improved in my jiu-jitsu and how much more of a complete athlete I am now.
Jena, what do you remember about that match with Emily last year?
It was a dynamic fight. It was a good fight. I think Emily, she fights forward. That's the way I like my opponents fight against me, because I fight forward, I look for submissions the way she does too. And it was a good fight. We pulled out together. We end up. I tried to submit her on the foot. She defended. She get on top. We get on the 50 feet for a couple of minutes, and then I close guard. I sweep. I think it was like that, right? It was a good fight. It was a Thursday fight. And tomorrow it's gonna be again.
Emily, how has your game improved since the last time you fought Jena almost a year ago?
I think I'm just more confident in my jiu-jitsu. I've fixed my techniques, of course, but I've just built my confidence as an athlete. I'm more confident in my passing, in my guard, setting up my attacks. I'm just better all around, I would say.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jena. Can't wait to watch you tomorrow night. Next up, we have Banta and Eduardo Granzotto. So Cole, this is your IBJJF black belt debut. I feel like this moment's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of eyes on you. You've done really well throughout the color belts. Does it feel surreal for you to make your black belt debut at an event like this?
I mean, yeah, this is a great event to be part of. I feel like everything that's happened up until this point has been preparing me for this moment, and this is what's been this is just a result of my work ever since I've been a kid. I feel that everything that's happened has happened for a reason, and that's what's gotten me here today. So I'm excited to go out there and put on a show for my black belt performance.
Eduardo, you've been on a similar path. You've had great results in the color belts. I think a lot of people are looking forward to watching you compete as a black belt. So does it feel surreal for this to be your black belt debut at an event this big?
For me, I feel it's a really good opportunity as well, because we are just new black belts, and then we are really on the show. We're ready to show for the people's our jiu-jitsu. We're ready for this. We've been preparing ourselves since we were a kid, competing all the time, all the belts, and then I'm really excited to show my jiu-jitsu tomorrow.
Nicole, there's a lot of expectations for your black belt career. Do you feel like those expectations, that pressure, have motivated and excited you?
I feel like every time I step out there, I'm representing the work that I do, I'm representing my team, and I'm representing my country. So I feel that I have that obligation to go out there and show a better version of myself every time. So every time that I get an opportunity like this, I look at it as another chance to go out there and show everything I've improved, and show all the work that's been happening, and show that I'm on the right path to where I want to be.
How about you? Do you feel like the expectations and the pressure are something that motivate and excite you to perform better?
Yeah, the last month, the last time I've been working so hard for this. I'm ready to show my jiu-jitsu. I'm ready to show for the people my jiu-jitsu, and then we're ready to show, ready to be fighting. Let's go.
Cole, you've got a teammate, Tynan Dalper, also competing on this event as a really tough opponent. Let me get your thoughts on Tynan's fight.
I look forward to seeing my teammates match Tynan. I train with him on a daily basis, and I feel like these past few months he's just been leveling up even more. Everybody's already seen the level that he's reached, and I feel like it'll be another show for Tynan for sure.
And Eduardo, Checkmat has had a lot of athletes had a lot of success recently. You had Jackson and Sam win world titles this year. I know those are guys you train with. Can you talk about being in that environment and how that success has motivated you?
I feel feel grateful as well to be around these guys. You know, we not have only Samuel Nagai, Jackson. We have a lot of people. They are super good competitors. We have Jensen as well. We have like Peter Gabriel. We have a lot of guys, like stuff guys. You know, and I feel really like blessed around them. And then all these. All the techniques, all the stuff with them is, you know, all grateful for me.
Good luck, Eduardo. Good luck, Cole. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. See you guys tomorrow.
And then our final super fight of the night, we got Tieu taking on Jan Pikapau. So Tieu, first question for you. You're fighting Jan Pikapau, an opponent you never faced before. I know you like fighting opponents that you haven't faced before for a new challenge. So can you talk about Jan as an opponent and that new challenge for you?
Yeah, like you mentioned, it's my first time competing against him. I believe this will be a clash of styles. I'm a very technical fighter, very systematically. I believe he's a very explosive fighter, exchanged a lot of takedowns, very successful with them. So I look forward to compete against new people every time. You know, I feel like for everyone watching, it's exciting when you get a clash like this. And it's also exciting for me as a competitor to go out there and to test everything that I've been working for the past couple of months. You know, so I believe that it will be a great fight. It will be very explosive, and I'm sure that eventually I'm gonna end up in a dominant position and looking for the submission.
And Jan, you've been a black belt since 2016, so you have a lot of experience at the black belt rank. Do you feel like that experience, bringing that into this match, will help you out?
I don't think experience is going to define how the match is going to go, because Tieu is also a competitor for a long time. I'm pretty sure we both have a lot of experience being on the mat. But you know, I'm not really thinking about strategy and putting experience on the fight. I'm just thinking about putting my heart, putting my jiu-jitsu. And you know, I want to elevate the level of my jiu-jitsu and show the jiu-jitsu community how hard I've been working, how hard I've been pushing myself, and you know, it's time to show, time for the show.
And Tieu, what do you think are Jan's biggest strengths as a competitor?
I think his biggest strength as a competitor, like I said, the explosiveness, definitely the takedown. Very successful on top. Jumping side to side, trying to pass the guard. I feel like he connects it well. The game that he plays with the takedown connecting to the guard pass, it's great. And I'm not gonna underestimate him. I'm sure he's a strong competitor. We've been in similar divisions every time. He fought as a lightweight. He fights every division, to be honest. So I'm excited for this one. This will be a good one. I think IBJJF is throwing up a great event, a great card. The Grand Prix looks amazing. All the athletes on that Grand Prix, all the fights on that whole bracket, it's tough. It's like a world finals every match. So I feel like the public, it's gonna win with this one, and it's gonna be great.
Jan, you fought a lot of really tough competitors throughout your career. Like Tieu mentioned, you fought in a bunch of weight classes, you fought heavier guys, lighter guys. But do you feel like Tieu is the biggest challenge of your career so far?
I believe so. You know, we don't need to be here talking about Tieu, and I'm not going to be the one who's going to be here talking about him. We all know Tieu. We all know how good he is, his jiu-jitsu, you know, the work he's been doing with his team. You know, I love watching him also. But yeah, he's going to be, I'm trying to think, not about his name, not about his title, but of course, he has a strong game, and I want to beat his game. So that's my mindset right now.
We also got Banta making his black belt debut. I know he's a close friend and training partner of yours, so can you talk about Cole's evolution as an athlete and what it's going to be like competing alongside him while he's making his black belt debut?
Well, I think the work that has been done since as a little kid, like you mentioned, up to now, it's been literally like perfect, right? Everything's been paying off, all the hard work that he puts in the room every day. And now that he starts his black belt journey, I'm excited to see how far this can go. I feel like he's very successful in the collar belts, and I'm sure with his work ethic and with his character, his personality, he's gonna go very far in the black belt and accomplish all his goals for sure. Tomorrow he has a good fight. He's gonna fight a tough opponent from Checkmat Dudu. I feel like it matchups well. And I look forward to watching them both. They're both exciting fighters. Every time they step on the mat, they put on a show. And this is going to be another good match. You know, like I said, the IBJJF it's been doing a great event. Not just trying to make this happen, but at the same time trying to choose wisely the match that they're going to put, the opponents that they're going to put to face each other, the storytelling, everything. You know, so I'm excited to be part of this and continue to push the Jiu-Jitsu community forward. I feel like everybody's on board for this one. Next week we're gonna have the females BJ stars. We have a couple girls fighting on this event as well. So I'm just, you know, I'm a fan, I'm a supporter, and everything that I can do to support the Jiu-Jitsu community, you guys can always count with me.
Jan, you've talked publicly about how you feel like this match is gonna be really exciting. So can you talk about why you think this is gonna be such an exciting match with Tieu?
Oh, because the styles, for sure. Same thing he mentioned before. I believe he's a very athletic person. He's a very athletic athlete. He pushed the pace for sure. He's very technical, but you will never see him stalling the fight. You will never see him holding himself right. He's going to always, push the pace. And of course, that's my style as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring more to the technique vibe, and that'll bring more, to the explosion, that'll bring the heat. And I think both styles combined in this match is going to be, a big show for the Jiu-Jitsu community for sure.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Tieu, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna challenge Paulo to the next match, but it was fine.
Next up, we have our Absolute Grand Prix. Let's take a quick look at the brackets. First up, we have Felipe Andrew taking on Stefan Banta. So Felipe, you've had an incredible year this year. You won your second world title. You have 30 wins this year, just one loss, 51% submission rate. You've been killing it. So can you talk about your success in 2023?
I think everything is because I think I put more focus on my training division this year. I changed a lot of things on my life. So yeah, I put more focus on the heavyweight division. And I don't get tired of the open class, so yeah, I think that's because of that.
And Stefan, you were a late replacement for this event, so can you talk about your preparation for the Absolute GP?
Yeah, for sure. So I was helping Joao get ready for the tournament, and I replaced him kind of last minute. I want to thank IBJJF for the opportunity. I got the call a little bit more than a week from right now, and so I took the opportunity. I'm looking forward. There's a bracket full of legends and guys that I really look up to, that I've been looking up to, since I was, white and blue belt. I think when Felipe was competing at black belt, I think I won my first world title at blue belt. So it's gonna be cool. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a great guy, great competitor. So I think it'll be great.
Stefan's a relatively new black belt, highly accomplished as a brown belt. What do you know about Stefan and his jiu-jitsu?
I think I trained him like the low gi, right? Yeah. With gi, I don't know what I can expect to him. But I'm very confident because always when I fight with somebody the first time, usually I fight well. So I'm very confident because usually when I fight with some guys, they know what I can expect. They don't respect how dangerous can be my attacks, you know. So I think the first time is always gonna be better.
Stefan, like I mentioned, you're a relatively new black belt. You had amazing results as a brown belt. What would a solid and great performance in the GP mean to you?
It's my mind. There we go. It would mean a lot. You know, like I said, the bracket's full of a bunch of studs. So I'm just going to show my work, show the hard work and the trust that I have there. You know, I've game planned for most of the guys in the bracket, kind of how I think it'll break down. So, you know, I'm just ready and want to put on a show up there. I think it'll be great.
And Felipe, do you have a prediction for the other side of the bracket? We got Nicholas, Francisco Lowe, Gutenberg, and Paulo Merlin. So do you have a prediction for who's going to advance to the final on the other side?
It's hard because every match is going to be world finals, you know. So I think everybody can make the surprise, and I can beat in the final. But I think we're gonna go Gutenberg. I hope Gutenberg. I think he is more stronger and more mentally stronger than the other guys.
Same question for you, Stefan. Do you have a prediction for the other side of the Absolute GP bracket?
If I had to guess, I would definitely guess Ronaldo Jr. I think they're the most accomplished athletes on that side of the bracket, and also I believe the biggest too. So I think they're good.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Felipe. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Gutenberg Pereira and Paulo Merlin. First question for Gutenberg. You did the Absolute GP in 2022, had an amazing performance. You lost a really, really close match in the final. Did that result in last year's Absolute GP motivate you to come back and come back in 2023 to try to win the title?
I feel like everything motivates me to go to the next. It can be a loss, it can be a win. You know, like I'm just like a self-drive guy. Like I'm always like looking forward for the next step. And definitely didn't taste good last year, but it was a good experience. You know, it was my first time fighting in Grand Prix and the format, and it was nice. It was a very close match. Fought Kaina in the finals. It was good, but definitely looking forward to do better this year.
Paulo, you're a relatively new black belt. I believe you're actually the newest black belt in the Grand Prix. So what does getting this opportunity to perform at this event mean to you?
I'm really happy with this opportunity. Thank you so much, IBJJF, for that. I'm a huge fan of all those guys in the GP for sure. Like you said before, just got my black belt and be able to compete against those guys is a great opportunity for me, and I'm really excited to give my best tomorrow.
So even though Paulo's a new black belt, he's had really good results so far this year. He got third at the Worlds in the Absolute, third at the Pans. He's had great results. What do you know about Paulo Merlin as an opponent?
I haven't been watching him. I feel like I saw a couple matches when he was a brown belt. He got his black belt. I saw a couple matches too, in person, internet. It's a pretty tough dude, you know. Play guards a little bit. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I have my tricks too, gonna be nice to fight him.
You mentioned, Paulo, that you're a fan of a lot of these guys in the GP, and you watch them coming up through the ranks. Were you a big fan of Gutenberg coming up through the color belt ranks?
Yeah, for sure. I've been watching Gutenberg for years already. He's always super aggressive, he's super strong, super good guard, super good passing for sure. But I must have been doing my best here on my side, and I'm excited to give a big show for everybody who was going to be watching.
So on the other side of the bracket, we got Victor Hugo, Orlando Montero, Stefan Banta, Felipe Andrew. Any prediction for who makes it through to the final on the other side?
It was a very good bracket to the other side. Stefan just got his new black belt. I know Felipe and Orlando and Victor Hugo for a long time, and it's been around for a while. But we cannot lie about the other side of the bracket. Of course, the favorite is Victor Hugo or Felipe Andrew, especially Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo after the double gold at Worlds, in my opinion, he's the guy from the bracket. He's the current world champ, the Open Classic world champ. But I feel definitely gonna be between Felipe and Victor Hugo. I know the other guys are very tough. Orlando's very dangerous. Stefan just came up to his black belt right now, but he has experience fighting in the color belts, has been doing very well. So, but just for predictions, I think maybe Victor Hugo or Felipe Andrew, 100%.
What do you think, Paulo, about the other side of the bracket? Who do you think advances to the final?
It's kind of the same team. I know everybody over there is really tough. The favorite for sure is Victor Hugo. But you can never tell, right? Always can be some crazy guys with some fly triangles and stuff. So yeah, but if I need to say some name, I take Victor Hugo.
Thank you, Paulo. Thank you, Gutenberg. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Face off.
Next up, we have Victor Hugo and Orlando Montero. First question for Victor. Victor, double gold absolute world champion at the 2023 Worlds. I think your results speak for themselves, but in your own words, why do you feel like you're the best black belt in the world right now?
I think that was proven a month ago at Worlds, so I think the best way to prove something by showing up and making it happen, and that's the main reason why I'm here. I could very well said no to this and set on the World Championship for the whole next year, but IBJJF made the call. I said yes, and I'm here to face the best again, I think that's what life is about. Look forward to new challenges and test yourself, and Orlando is a great opponent. The Grand Prix is looking really good, and also thank you IBJJF for the amazing event. 10,000 people in this building, an amazing party. And thank you to the mastering communities, man. Those guys get the jiu-jitsu going, It's an amazing event, a family event. I've met more than one family that everyone is competing. I think that it's really hard to find a sport where all the families compete. So pretty amazing, pretty amazing to be part of it. And I'm here to, carry the jiu-jitsu flag everywhere. Make the jiu-jitsu fun, make the jiu-jitsu tournament, and you're here for the party. Let's go.
Orlando, you've had an amazing year in 2023, done a bunch of IBJJF competitions. You have 8 wins, 7 submissions, looked very dominant. So can you talk about 2023 so far for you?
First of all, hello everybody. For me, it's a pleasure to be here, being part of the IBJJF Grand Prix. Thank you, IBJJF, for this opportunity. It's amazing to see the professional level that Jiu-Jitsu has become, and I'm very honored and happy to be part of it. This year, I was out of the competition for a little bit. I was injured, but then I came back. I was very focused on fight MMA, and I had my MMA debut. And after my professional MMA debut, I came back to do what I love, that's fight Jiu-Jitsu, you know, and I had a great year. I beat up a couple good names, how you said, with 8 wins, 7 submissions. So I'm just prepared to go there, fight against the best in the world right now. There's Vitor Hugo, of course, you know, and yeah, might as well take the big guy already.
Victor, what's really crazy about your year so far is...
Want you? No MMA tomorrow, please.
Victor, what's crazy about your year so far is this is the best you've ever looked, but it's also the most responsibilities you've ever had. You have an academy, you have a lot of stuff going on outside of just competition.
I have a card now too.
So can you talk about how you've been able to get such good results balancing all those responsibilities?
I think it's consistency, you know. I think it's kind of cliche to say it, but it comes down to the simple things and do them repeatedly, you know. Sometimes the result's not going to be there, but you still got to put your head down, you know, and dig deep. That's what I did. All my teammates, all my fans, all my family, they always trust that day would come true, and this is just a realization of the dream. So lots of hard work, lots of boring stuff, and you make it happen, you know. That's pretty much what the secret sauce is.
Orlando, you kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, but you had to take a little break from Jiu-Jitsu competition. I know you opened your academy in Hawaii, you did MMA, so do you feel like because of that break you're being underestimated a little bit in the bracket?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, you know, but those guys that know me, that have fought against me before, they know I have a very dangerous game. I always go for the submission. Most of my fights, 80% of my fights, is end by submission. So I'm prepared to fight well. You know, I've been training. I had a really good training camp together. You know, how I said, I have my own academy in Hawaii right now. So for me, it's hard to be traveling and doing training camps. But thank God, I'm a different phase of my life right now. I was able to bring some good training partners to Hawaii to help me prepare for the camp. So I did the camp, you know, in my home, in my town, you know, Kailua Kona, Waimea, Hawaii. So I love the nature. I feel like when I'm in Hawaii, I'm in contact with nature. I live up in the mountains, 3,000 feet above sea level, you know, but my house 20 minutes from the beach. So like I love the contact with nature. I like to train, teach classes, you know, do my conditioning, but in my free time, I spend a lot of time in contact with the nature, going to waterfalls, surfing, you know, so I think that's clears my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit, you know, so I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life right now, and I'm ready to fight the best guy in the world right now, you know. I feel like everybody's putting a hype in Nicolas Marigali, but, you know, this is the guy right now, right here, you know, and like, I'm ready to put a good show. You know, I'm super thankful for this opportunity to fight against the best, you know, and yeah, you know, all this hype Marigali, I think, you know, it's a waste of time, you know. I think that's the guy right here to beat, you know. So, yeah, I'm ready to do my best, and I'm sure it's going to be a good show, for sure.
Hey, even though we're fighting tomorrow, I still want to go visit you. You live basically in paradise, so...
If I beat you, if you beat me, you cannot come. Come on, man. Let's get it.
So Victor, Orlando's a really dangerous opponent. Has amazing submissions, awesome triangles, great footlocks. What do you think about Orlando Montero's Jiu-Jitsu?
I think someone said previously that he's a dangerous guy. I think that's pretty much it. And now with MMA, even more. But no, yes, he has a really good style. I like to watch him compete. You know, he brings the fireworks. And I've known Orlando for like plus 12 years. Whenever I start doing Jiu-Jitsu and start competing, he was already winning World Pro and Blue Belt. So something that I have in mind, you know, I always run to, you know, like face the best, and I believe right now he's at his best moment. It's going to be a good show for the public, you know.
Orlando, you talked about wanting a really tough opponent in the first round. You got a really tough opponent in the first round. How happy are you to face someone of Victor Hugo's caliber in the first round of the GP?
How I said, I'm happy with the opportunity to fight the best guy. How I said again, you know, in my opinion, he's the best guy in the world. He has proven that, double gold at the Brazilian Nationals, double gold at the Worlds, you know. But I feel like this spot right now, I earned. I wasn't over someone or like last minute replacement, nothing against that, you know, but I feel like I earned this spot. IBJJF invited me because I feel something well, you know. And how I said, my mind's really good to fight right now as well because, you know, I've been competing a lot. You know, I believe I'm the oldest black belt. I've been black belt for 7 years. You know, I fought against everybody. You know, I have beat all the guys in the bracket like Felipe and Nicolas Marigali. They have beat me before as well. You know, so I'm very confident to to my jiu-jitsu, you know, put a good show. I feel like I have all the right tools and the mindset to win this tournament. Not only this fight, but the whole Grand Prix. You know, and I know people can call me I'm the underdog, but you know, we see a lot of sets lately in every sport. You know what I mean? So I've been training hard. I'm very happy. You know, I have my dad here with me, flying all the way from Brazil to watch this fight. You know what I mean? I have my wife coming tomorrow from Hawaii to watch this fight as well. You know, so how I said, I have nothing to lose. You know, all the pressure's on him. You know, so that makes me more relaxed to fight well. You know, and I'm gonna put a good show. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter the outcome as well. I'm happy the opportunity. You know, to go there and be considered one of the best fighters in the world. You know, and I'm gonna go prove that tomorrow.
Good luck, Orlando. Good luck, Victor. Can't wait to watch you guys compete tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our last match of the first round of the GP is going to be with Nicholas Marigali and Francisco Lowe. So Francisco, this is your third time competing in the IBJJF GP event. Do you feel like your experience in these type of events is going to help you tomorrow night?
Right, yeah guys, I feel like more experience, you know, like my second time in the IBJJF, so I'm very excited. I get some way more, you know, so I feel great, I feel strong, feeling very excited today.
You have a really unorthodox style. You have a lot of flying submissions that you get in your matches, and it's hard for people to prepare for you. So do you feel like that also gives you an edge in any of your matches?
Yeah, like, you know, some people ask, how are you doing there, like, in the fight, but it's very hard to explain it. I'm not thinking about, you know, like, I'm just doing, like, if you give the space, you know, I'm just doing, so I don't know how I can explain about it. But yeah, I'm gonna try more, something like that.
So your first fight is against Nicholas Marigali. He's a three-time world champion, really accomplished competitor. What are your thoughts on Nicholas as an opponent?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and Nicholas is a great competitor, and I'm very excited to do it, you know.
So we got Nicholas Marigali with us now. Nicholas, you've been really dominant in your black belt career. You've looked better than ever lately, especially. So can you talk about why you feel, in your own words, that you're the best black belt in the world?
I feel normal. It's just another day in paradise. So it's a nice day for me. So I know how much I work and how much headache I put to the game. So it's a regular outcome.
So you made some changes in your training recently. You moved to Texas. You're training under Professor John Donaher. Can you talk about some of the changes in your gi game that you've made since training with Professor Donaher in Texas?
So I barely trained the gi. We had 2.5 weeks for this event. So I fought kinda 2.5 weeks ago, and pretty much my main focus is keep developing my no-gi game, which is being some good adaptations also my gi game. So every time I dress up my gi after a long period without training the gi, I always can see how much I can progress only training no-gi and then making this transition to the gi. And having John as a coach is just it's a dream of mine every day when you show up to the gym, so you're always adding stuff to your game, and he's always bringing a different perspective. And this is why I'm getting develop my game so fast, so solid, and there's so much perfection since I moved to Austin. And even not training in the gi as I used to train, I'm still just taking distance from the second best guy in the world, and this is what it is. So this is why people are watching every tournament.
So Francisco's a really tough, really unorthodox opponent, does a lot of flying submission attacks. He's a difficult opponent to prepare for. So can you talk about Francisco as an opponent? Give us a shot.
I fight with my elbows close to my body the whole time, just to not make mistakes. So actually I tapped for a fly triangle in my first year as a purple belt, so I was running the entire Grand Slam, finishing pretty much all my opponents, and I had the final against Eduardo. He used to be a tough competitor, he kind of retired nowadays. But I got to the final and all my friends was like, bro, you have to take care, so his fly triangle is fucking good. I was like, bro, no way. I mean, I was feeling like a god back in the day. I was like, he's not tapping at all, no rush, bro. I just like dodge his game, fly triangle, and I tap, and I was like, god shit, man. I'm so annoying. So I think I lived that experience before and I'm not making this mistake again. And also, I watched a few of his matches, and my game kind of works well against a competitor like Francisco. It's just going to be another fight.
The other side of the bracket is really tough. We got Victor Hugo, Ronaldo Jr, Banta, Felipe Andrew. Victor, of course, a 4-time world champion. Felipe, a 2-time world champion. Any predictions for the other side of the bracket?
Well, like I think everybody's good on the side of the bracket, but I believe the Ronaldo Jr is gonna be good to work with Victor Hugo, and then I think Felipe Andrew is gonna pass for another side.
Same question for you, Nicholas. Victor Hugo, Ronaldo Jr, Banta, Felipe Andrew on the other side of the bracket, 2 world champions. Can you talk about your prediction for that side of the bracket?
Well, as I said on my social media, so I asked for Gutenberg from the second fight because I knew probably that would be a huge chance of Victor Hugo lose to Gutenberg. So I'm doing my job hosting this event, beating Gutenberg, and then facing the double gold IBJJF champion at the final. So I think he's making it to the final. That is what we are planning, me, IBJJF, and FloGrappling. So this match has to happen, and I'm doing my best. Facing Gutenberg semi-final, beating him, and then face Hugo, beating him, and then do whatever I want.
Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Francisco. Good luck tomorrow night, guys. Thank you everyone for watching the Absolute GP press conference. The event starts at 5 p.m. tomorrow night, September 1st. Doors will open at 4. If you don't have tickets to watch the event in person, you can watch it live on FloGrappling.com. Thank you.